Hey everyone, how's it going? Ugh. Wait till some people come on and we'll get talking. And checking messages at the same time. I'm a busy man. And send. There we go. That's the way it goes. That was a very important text. Okay. Yep. Busy day with the programmers and what we're doing. And so I'll go through all of that with you. Yep, some people are coming on now. Good stuff. Jane, and how are you? Good to see you. Not long before I get to Wales, with all this happening as well. You can see how busy I am preparing to move lock, stock and barrel over to Wales and everything with Bitcoin Ascension. But I'm managing. I'm not totally insane yet. Getting close to it. But I was already half insane anyway, so it's all right, because my ideas are always crazy. I hope everyone's had a good weekend so far, and it's Saturday, right? Yeah, I think it's Saturday. Okay, it's Sunday now for me. It's the way my day goes. Okay, we'll get stuck into it straight away. What we're doing is what I think is happening with the matrix script we had obviously had that glitch that didn't give the occasional new member an upline. Sometimes it was 2 in a row, sometimes it'd go on for like 100, 200 people, and then it'd skip another one. Like it wouldn't give them the upline. They'd register, they'd get a number, but no upline, so they weren't attached, and that's why we had people being skipped for level 3, 2, 3, 4, all that sort of thing, and 5, including myself. So I had programmers looking into that. I had one, and he couldn't seem to find the problem, so I got a second one, couldn't find the problem. I had a third one, and he couldn't seem to find why it was doing what it was doing. So I thought, well, I'm not going to get a fourth. So what we've done is we've got a new matrix script. It's a different matrix script, but it still does the same thing we want to do. It's just a different brand, you might say. But it still does the 2x6, still does the fully automated and all those things as well. So there's no problem there. Now what we're doing is we're going to do a test of it and make sure there's no where it doesn't give someone an upline. And then we're going to load all the members into that one. And we're going to have to do it manually because we can't, because it's a different script. It's like, as I said, like Apple is to Android. You can't load one to the other. So we're going to have to manually put everyone in. So it's just over 4,000 accounts. So that's going to take a few days. But it'll get done. And what we'll do is, because we're manually doing it, we'll make sure that everyone that goes in, of the 4,000 odd people we got, accounts we have, that each one gets an upline, just to make sure. And that way everyone will cycle properly. And then once that's done, and I'll link coin payments to it and everything like that, then the people that were missed and skipped, including myself, and quite a few people on level 3 and level 4, I'll be paying manually. We'll just have to do manual payments. That's no problem at all. That's very, very easy to do. So there's no problem there. And then we will be all caught up, and bang, and away we go, back to where we were. And so hopefully it only take another couple of days to manually load in the program has already started doing it. So I don't know if it's going to look any different. I haven't looked at the new script myself, but he assures me it should work without a problem. So we'll see how we go. But I'm also looking at one of the latest scripts that have come out for matrix systems to do with Bitcoin and the full automation. I'm looking at that one as well, just in case. As I said, we want contingencies. We don't want to be slowed down. So that's what's happening. So, contrary to what a few people have said, only a few, mind you, that I know of, have said, it's just going like all the other programs. When it has a problem, they close down. Well, we didn't. And we're not. And we never will. Simple as that. us being here and fighting. You know, if you really investigated what happened with businesses and companies and organisations over the last 100 years, 200 years, you will see that there's been nothing but trials and tribulations. You know, you hear about the success in the marketing, but you don't always hear about all the problems they had. You know, Disney, when they tried to turn on everything, nothing worked. What was it? Amway, I think was another one. It was 5 years before they got it right. You know, it's just the way business goes. I'm pretty happy that the fact that I've got the backup when problems like this arise to see that we get through and Bitcoin Ascension lives on. So no one is losing a position. No one will be out of position. No one's going to lose any money. Everyone's going to get paid. So there's no problem there at all. You know, that's what I like. And it'll be the same, even though I don't know if the back office is going to look a little different or anything like that. I'll have to check. But it'll be the same sort of procedure, I dare say. So I'll check on all that. But the same price and all that sort of thing. So there's no change there. If there is any little bits of changes that we need, shouldn't do with the upgrading because it'll still be the coin payments. But I'll just have to see the back office area. So while he's loading, I'll get him to, because my account will be loaded first. I'll see if I can get access to the account, have a look at the back office, see what it's like, see what needs to be done, a bit of editing, obviously, and things like that. So so people can still be coming in right now. That's no problem. I don't encourage you to buy HIPAA slots right now. You know, with the current matrix we got. Wait till we got the new one. That way we know it's going to be working fine and perfect. So, like I said, I'm not after your money. You know, I've been saying, you know, don't upgrade any right now. If people come in, that's fine. But I don't want people buying HIPAA positions when there's no need. That's why I didn't run any competitions, because I have to see where it's going. I need to be responsible because it's your money, so not mine. So that's why I said what I said. But you know, we are strong because we've got good admin. We've got a programmer who's dedicated. You know, we got amazing members that stick together. You know, and always jump in to help anyone who needs helping. Speaking of which, if you've noticed, Terry Phillips, the lovely Terry, let's give her a round of applause. Yeah, thank you, Terry. She puts in a list of the new people that have come into the group for us to welcome. I would hope that you will welcome them in to the group. And what Juliet has done, she has contacted each and every one of these people to welcome them. She sends them a welcome message from Bitcoin Ascension in Facebook, and gears up and tells them a little about it. She lets them stay in for about a day so they can have a look around, so they might have some questions. Then she answers those questions, but she connects with them like on video link with as many as she can, many who accept it anyway, so she can explain what Bitcoin Ascension is all about and how they get started. So I didn't ask her to do that. That's something Juliet's done off her own bat, and Terry Phillips did the same thing with the list. It was her idea, not mine. It's, you know, my admin are amazing. They're innovative as well, because they're always looking at better ways of helping people, you know, in Bitcoin Ascension, and you know, and as I said, they're just like you and me. They've got busy lives, and you know, Terry's got, you know, little darlings to look after and all those animals as well and stuff like that, and she still makes the time for all that. And Juliet, as we know, you know, she battles MS, she has her own children and things like that, yet, you know, she comes up with more ways to work, I think. I think she's just totally dedicated to it. And of course Elaine is always there for everyone as well, along with the other admin as well. Katie Vincent is another one. Amazing lady. You don't see her all the time, but that's because she's in the back area sort of thing, you know, getting the things done that we need to get done, you know, mission statements and what was I going to call it? How can I, presentations? There we go. That can be used by people if they want to do a. She's going to put together a presentation for us that anyone can use. So you get people who invite people around, do it the old school way, and things like that, or can do calls like this, and there'll be a presentation that they can present to people that that they know, that they can connect with. Lots of people helping, and and I must admit I've been in a lot of programs over the years, too many probably, but I've been in a lot of programs, and when they did hit stumbling blocks like this, they tried. So some didn't try, some just closed down and say, "Oh, well, that's it. I'm walking away. It's too hard," because it is hard. It is difficult, and you had some that tried to reinvent itself or try and come up with a solution, and unfortunately didn't, or took way too long. Like I'm talking months to get things sorted, and of course it basically died in the backside, because of that. And so I'm glad to see that when we've had a hitch like this, well, we've had the glitch for a while. Everyone's been really, really patient, I must admit. It's been fantastic. You've been great that way, understanding that I don't have any direct control because I'm not a programmer, so I rely on other people and what they're telling me. And now they've admitted they can't do it, and we tried different programmers. I didn't just stop at one, went up to 3, and then I said, well, this isn't working, so let's find a solution. Let's not focus on the problem, focus on a solution. That's what you have to do. You have to focus on the solutions, guys. I don't like going to people with problems unless I have a solution. And I've got a solution, and it'll work. So simple as that. But even though we're doing that, I'm still looking for obviously another script that just in case, because again, I'd rather just be down for a few days in terms of getting that sorted than be offline for months, because by then, especially in this world of programs coming on, you're easily forgotten. But we all know that Bitcoin Ascension is more than just a matrix program. It's got to be so much more than a matrix program, but we're a lot more than a matrix program. We're not here to make people money. We're here to actually heal the world. The bonus is that you can make money as well. That's how I see it anyway. I don't see it as a money-making program. I see it as a way where we're all going to work together to heal the world, and we can make some money as well, okay, as a side issue. The type of things I'll be bringing in to Bitcoin Ascension over the coming months, weeks and months, at the right time, because timing is everything, will not only help us to heal the world beautifully, but make us a hell of a lot more than 41 Bitcoin, I can tell you that. A hell of a lot more. And in some cases on a regular basis. Not like 41 Bitcoin on a regular basis, but basically a sustainable income on a regular basis with the things I have planned to come in. And at the same time, we are healing the world in major ways. So that's when you're talking to people and things like that, that's what you tell them. Okay? That we're here, we're going to heal the world, come and join us. By the way, you can make money as well. And what do we ask you to do? 15 minutes a day? Yeah, helping us out, spreading the word of Bitcoin Ascension. Don't see it as advertising. Don't see it as recruiting. Don't even see it as marketing. We're spreading the word of Bitcoin Ascension and what we want to do. We want to heal the world. That's what we want to do. All facets of the world, not just one thing, everything. All genres, all areas, all parts of the world. No part of the world is taboo. And we can do it because we don't have to cut through all that red tape. We don't have to bribe anyone or anything like that. We can just do it because of who we are, and we've got contacts all over the world, members from all over the world. That's how we do it. Okay. Because we've got people in all the countries, and the ones we don't have people in the countries, then I'll go out there myself and do it. That's how important it is to me, and we're really just going to change things. So I touched on a lot of people talking about shiny programs and things like that. To see people jumping around and stuff like that, and I explained on last night's live that people need to make money. Okay, they got to pay their bills, and got to put food on the table for the kids and stuff, and that's why they jump around from program to program. Some do it as a profession, some do it because they just need the extra money. They see a program that comes on that's only just come on, bang, you get in early, you make some initial money. The program may not last, but you can make some initial money, and that's why people do it. So I've asked people not to have a go at people who are doing that and advertising other programs and things like that, because for one, it's none of our business. It really, really isn't any of our business at all. I do not own anyone here. You know, we're one big team and that's fine, but I don't, as I said, freedom and choice, and that was what yesterday was about. They have every right to do whatever they want, and it's about time we stop controlling each other and start controlling ourselves. What I didn't touch on, and I saw in the comments from last night too, what I don't condone is Bitcoin Ascension members, for example, using the Bitcoin Ascension group page as a mailing list or basically a list where they can go and promote other programs to them because they've met them in Bitcoin Ascension. I do not approve of that, and you will be kicked out. I have no qualms with that at all. I don't mind you advertising all over. That's none of my business. You advertise whatever you want to advertise all over whatever social media you want, right? Where people can see your stuff. But you start using Bitcoin Ascension as a mailing list for your own personal needs, private messaging and things like that, and people complain about it, you're gone. I'm sorry. Do it the right way. You know, don't be a second-rate or third-rate marketer. You know, don't intrude on people. I mean, if these people have been your friends for years, they're not going to complain about you anyway. Okay, but we've got a lot of new members in here, and a lot of people who have only started for the first time trying something, and I feel very protective of them because I don't want them getting ripped off. That's why I made Bitcoin Ascension, so people can stop getting ripped off. So I won't condone the private messaging, but advertise all over the place you like. That's your free choice. You know, it's your that's freedom, that's choice, and everyone has the freedom of choice to join you. That's fantastic. I don't have a problem with that at all. Never did. You know, focus on Bitcoin Ascension as well, please, because what we're trying to do is a lot more noble than just trying to put money in our pockets. We're trying to put money in other people's pockets as well. We're trying to help the world. So, and make the place safe for them. And an education for every child would be wonderful, and, you know, a bit more freedom in the world. So if you're doing a few programs and things like that, please add Bitcoin Ascension to one of your advertising things and comments. The only other problem people were having were some of the programs were being advertised where the pictures and the print the text to the ad was so similar. It was very, very hard to tell the difference between Bitcoin Ascension and another program, and some people were a bit irky about that because they were nearly commenting on other programs and they don't wish to. So just try and use a little more diversity, and remember every program is its own special program, and it should be treated as such. It shouldn't be treated as the same as everything else, because you'll get less results. There's a marketing tip for you. So always keep it individual and make that particular program that you're marketing special for that reason. Okay, so don't make it look like the same as everything else, and you'll probably get better results. And I'm hoping you make some money in that as well. As I said, I'm here for people to be helped, not here to stop you from earning. But okay, so that's the news so far. I will keep you up to date. I'll be bugging my programmer quite a bit to see how far along he is and to see how it's going, and I'll get a look at this new script and see if it's easy enough. I might have to prevail upon Clive Anderson again. Hi, Clive. If it's a little different, and let him have a look as well, so he can rewrite the get started thing if it's needed, if it's required at all. And if he would be good enough to do something like that, it'd be fantastic, because he did such a great job last time. But if it's the same sort of thing, the same looking back office, because the programmer's like, you know, redone it so it basically works the same, then there's no problem at all. But I won't know until I've had a look. So, but I'll let him get busy with that, and then we'll move on from there. Everyone will be getting paid, and will be fantastic, and everyone will be happy, and we'll grow Bitcoin Ascension bigger and faster. We've got some major competitions coming up as well, which will be a great way to start it off. And thank you all for understanding and putting up with me, and seeing in the chat, seeing in the posts, seeing in the advertising, the positivity, that's how you succeed, guys. Okay? That's how you succeed. Even when things aren't going fantastic because of what we've been doing with the matrix and the programmers and everything like that, you still stayed positive. That's how you succeed. Even in the face of a bit of adversity and uncertainty, you still power through. You should be very, very proud of yourselves. I'm proud of every single one of you. I had a couple of people who are really, really upset and haven't been paying attention to what we've been doing, and they're crying scam and things like that, because they don't listen to my lives. I'm very upset about that. Or the posts or anything else that we do. And then they, without any information, they cry scam. And I feel sorry for those people because they've obviously been scammed before many, many times. And they're just so used to it now, they don't think to even look into it. And so they'll just cry scam. I have contacted one person in particular. I'm not friends with them, but I've sent them a message, so hopefully they will see it. Elaine tried to talk to someone and explain what was happening, and was basically called a liar, and the language was rather bad, and this was a woman as well that was talking to Elaine, and basically called a liar and blocked her. So some people you just can't help, you know. And I'm sorry that Elaine had to go through that. All she was trying to do was help the person who seemed to be having a problem, and they basically called her a liar, and the whole thing was a scam, and that was the end of it. And then blocked her, and that's just very, very sad. So sorry to Elaine that she had to cop that. But all she was trying to do was help this person who obviously hadn't looked into what was going on, you know. So, but that's life, you know. That's how we're all different for different reasons, and we come from all different parts of the world. We've all had different things happen to us. So always understand those people. Do not hate, please. Always understand these people. You can be a bit disgusted with people sometimes, and you can be very disappointed in people sometimes, but please don't let hate get into your heart, guys. You know, the more love that's in your heart, the better and more successful we're going to be, no matter what happens. So keep yourselves pure, and don't let yourself get tainted by other people who obviously have a bit of darkness in their heart, and through pain and hurt and other things that we don't understand. We don't know their lives, and we shouldn't judge. So that's my preaching for tonight. Let's stay positive. Let's be excited, because when they've got this new matrix up and running sort of thing, as I said, same thing, same price, same benefit, same basic way it's working, automated and all that sort of thing, but without that little glitchy thing that was really annoying everyone, including me. And so once we've got that up and running, it's going to be very, very exciting. And let's hit it hard and keep introducing people now to Bitcoin Ascension, and telling them what we're doing. You know, as I said, the matrix is just a very small part of what we're actually going to be doing. But right now it's the first part, and it needs to be done perfectly so all members benefit. So that's what I'm doing. All right, guys, I love you all very, very much. As I make preparations to hopefully get to Wales this week. I'll still be doing my lives as best I can. It takes a good 27 hours or something to get over to the UK from Australia, but we do stop over in a couple of places. I think I've got to stop over in Doha. I don't even know where that is. I think it's in Qatar itself, and if they got some Wi-Fi there, I'll probably try and do a quick live or something. I don't know what time it's going to be, but I'll try and do a quick live and before I move on, and just tell you, oh, all right, we're all alive, and I'll see what I can find out. And I'll keep everyone abreast of what's going on, obviously. But hopefully by then we're up and running again anyway, so I can sort of take a day off sort of thing while I'm flying. But I'll still check in because I love connecting with you guys. It's a highlight of my day, is connecting with everyone here. So I'm going to get to bed because it's very, very late. And I'm very, very tired with everything I've been doing because I had to use my brain, and, you know, that just makes me tired. So I'll talk to you all again tomorrow. If any major developments come up, you know, I'll put a post up if anything major happens, and keep you guys informed. Okay, I'll see you later. Goodbye.